Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Dine to DIY. It's me, Camaro, and I have two really cute, quick and easy Dollar Tree fall DIYs to share with you guys. That's kind of a really long description, but that's okay. It is what it is. Anyways, I am ready to share these two super simple DIYs with you if you're ready, so let's get into it. For my first project, I'm going to be using this Happy Harvest sign from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to be focusing more on the backside of that sign, so it's kind of like the inset of the frame. I'm just going to start by removing the sawtooth hanger, and then I'm going to go ahead and try to carefully remove the sticker as best as I can. I thought it was coming off really good, but some parts did get stuck, so I did just take my little finger sander, and I'm just going to sand everything down so it's nice and smooth. And after that, I'm taking some white cardstock. You can get this at Walmart, Michael's, Amazon, anywhere. It's just a little bit thicker. And I'm just going to line it up to the back of that frame where the inset is. And I just want to cut it to fit nicely on the inset of that frame. So I'm just using a little X-Acto knife to make my marks. Instead of like trying to push it down in there and it kind of gets rippled or like bent, I just made a few marks to start with, and then I'm going to take my cutting mat and this straight edge so that way I can get nice clean cuts when I'm using my little X-Acto knife to cut out the size that I need that cardstock to be. So I'm just lining up everything, and then I'm going to make my first cut, which basically cuts the whole paper in half, and then I'm finding where I made my other little mark, so now I have that complete square that I'm looking for. And after that, I'm just taking some Mod Podge and a little paintbrush, and I'm going to just add some of the Mod Podge onto the inside of that frame, so that way it gives me a nice base to lay my cardstock down, and it's going to stick nicely. And then of course I'm just going to smooth out any bubbles or ripples or creases or anything like that. Next, I decided to use these little napkins. These are from Dollar General. How cute are these? I loved the design on there. I love the blue truck. And it has like pink pumpkin, white, like it's kind of very neutrally colored pumpkins, which I really like. And then you have that pop of blue for the truck, and like they're all really like muted colors, so I really love that. I thought it was super adorable. So I'm just starting by cutting a square out of the napkin, and then I'm gonna take more Mod Podge and just add it to the inset of that frame, really focusing on the middle part of that frame, so that way I can make sure that the center of my napkin is really like adhered to the background, and then you can smooth your way out from the center, because you can always lift up the sides if there's like little parts that the glue maybe it wasn't so tacky or whatnot. You can lift it up, add more glue if you need to, but you just really want to make sure that the center is nice and adhered, so that way it's easier just to move from the center to the outer edges, and of course smoothing any bubbles and ripples along the way. Mine kind of did get a little ripply, but it's okay. It's not that big of a deal. I think it adds character, honestly. So once I was done adhering the napkin to the background, I'm taking more Mod Podge to kind of seal it, and that's really going to bring the colors out and make sure it pops, but it also, it keeps that napkin in place, and that way the edges won't come up or anything like that. So after the Mod Podge had a little bit of time to dry, I took these wooden button plugs. These are from Amazon, and I have two sizes, a smaller one and a bigger one, and I'm just using the smaller ones to put on the four corners of that sign, and then I'm just adding those bigger ones to really complete the outline of that sign. And then my last little step was to make a cute little raffia bow to go right at the top, so that way I could cover those holes from the sawtooth hanger. And that was it. Here is how it turned out. I think it is so adorable. I love it. Love it so much. And I just really feel like that napkin is the piece that just really makes this project so cute. I love it. And the wood around it, everything comes together so nicely. Alright, on to the second project. I'll be using this hanging decor from Dollar Tree. And first things first, we're just going to go ahead and cut off that pink tassel. I am not really too sure what was going on, what they were thinking about putting this on. I personally don't care for it at all one bit, so it had to go for sure. Next, I am just untying the loop at the top of the garland, I really thought I was going to be able to kind of stretch out the beads, but that part where the pumpkins are like attached to the string like will not budge at all. Like no matter how hard I tried, I really thought I was going to slice my hand because it's metal, so it is really thin, and I was like, you know, I'm just going to give up before I hurt myself. So after that, I'm taking some gingham buffalo plaid little mini bows, and I'm just going to start by gluing one of those on each of the metal pumpkins that are on the garland. And then I took some of those bows and just added them onto the strands of beads themselves, kind of right in the middle of each section, just to break up the monotony of those beads, and then to add just a little bit of character and like cohesiveness through the entirety of the garland. So my last step for this piece was to make a little tassel to go at the end of the garland. So I am using this jute twine. I have a beige color and like a more tan color, and I'm just going to start by wrapping them both evenly and equally around a piece of cardboard. And I did that about 15 times or so, just till I was happy with the thickness. And then I'm going to shimmy that off the cardboard and take 2 more strands and just tie it very tightly at the top there. And then after that, I am taking the garland itself and putting it through the strands that I just tied at the top of the tassel, and I'm going to put it through the hole and tie those strands around that piece of garland. Hopefully the video shows you exactly what I'm trying to explain here, I guess. So that way I can attach the tassel to the garland. That's what I'm trying to do here. Once I had both of those pieces attached to one another, I'm just cutting off the excess strings, and then I'm going to take a little bit of hot glue and, you know, put a little dab right at the center there, so that way those strings don't come unraveled from one another. After that, I needed to make the head of my tassel, so I'm taking one long strand using the beige color, and I'm just going to tie it around a few times just to start to make that ball of the head of the tassel. Make sure it's really, really tight, cut off the excess string, and then of course add a little bit more hot glue for stability. And then I just need to cut the loops so it actually turns into a tassel and not just loop-de-loos of string. And then I'm just giving it a little bit of a haircut so that way those strands are nice and even to one another. And here's the finished product. I think it turned out so stinking adorable. I love it. I love the really like neutral look to it, and then you have like kind of a pop with those orange beads, and then also the black and white like gingham buffalo check bows. So cute. I think it all comes together so nicely, just like it did with the stuff in the frame that I made a few minutes ago. But yeah, I really love the way that this one turned out. You'll definitely have to let me know how you feel about it down below in my comment section, and if you plan on making it yourself or whatnot, because really not that many changes had to happen, but it really just adds that extra character that it's like kind of like screaming for, you know what I mean? Well, anyways, that is all that I have for you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here, for watching. So happy to have you returning, or if you guys are new here, I would definitely love for you to stick around. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell so you're notified for all my future videos. Go ahead, go binge watch some of my older videos. No, I'm kidding. Hey, only if you want to. I mean, I'd love it for you to do that. Anyways, I hope you guys like how these ones turned out. So quick and easy, like I said, and seriously so simple. Not that many changes or many steps, you know what I mean? And I love projects like that. I'm really busy over here right now, so all these like quick and simple projects with few steps are like totally up my alley right now. I'm loving it. So let me know what you guys think about it down below in my comment section. And I will see you guys in the next one. All right, bye.